Mel right here. Welcome back to my channel. If you are not a subscriber already, please click that little subscribe button at the bottom. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. Today I'm just going to be doing a really quick, oops, making noise. What I hope is quick review and comparison of the new Anastasia brow definer versus the old Anastasia brow wiz. A lot of people have been asking what the differences are, and I just want to make it clear for you guys so that when you are at Sephora or you are looking to place an online order that you aren't confused and don't know what to choose. So just to start off with the basics, these are the two here. This is the old brow wiz. This is the new brow definer. As you can see, the sizes of the packaging is quite different. The old brow wiz is a lot taller and thinner, and the new brow definer is thicker and chubbier and shorter. And it is 0.007 ounces of product, whereas the old brow wiz is 0.003 ounces of product. So you actually get double the amount of product in the brow definer. And this retails for $23 US, and this is $21. So the reason why this is a little more, I believe it's because there's a lot more product in it. But the reason there is more product is because of the shape. I already have some open. So you'll notice that the shape of this is a lot thicker and shorter than the old one. So if they did have half as much product or the same amount of product as the brow wiz, it would only be about this long. This is it twisted up all the way. So it would only be about this long, and people would buy it and be like, honey, no, that's not enough product. So I believe that is why they added more product in there. So getting to the shape difference, the brow definer is, as I said, a lot thicker. It is an angled brow or angled pencil, pencil that is thicker on one end and shorter or thinner on the other, making it have different angles for being more precise and different angles for doing different things, such as drawing the line underneath or drawing brow hairs or just filling it all in. You have a bunch of different options with this one, whereas the old brow wiz is just a typical pencil pen format. It is nice and thin, so I find that it is great at drawing hairs as well. It's a really basic, good eyebrow pen. I don't know. Where this one has a little bit more technology behind it. So another difference with the packaging is the spoolie. So the spoolie on the brow definer, the new one, is a lot larger and thicker, whereas the spoolie on the brow wiz is a lot shorter and thinner and smaller and BB. And I think I prefer the big one, the new brow definer brush. It's great for if you have thicker brows, longer brows, or coarser brows. It really gets in there and works out those brow hairs. Where this one, it's good for some people, but some people thought it wasn't big enough, or if they had bushier brows, it was harder to work with. So that is that. That's just pretty basic. I think you can use any spoolie you want. That's not going to depend on whether I buy a product or not. So getting to the actual formulation, I think the formulation is exactly the same. Looking at the ingredients, I believe it is the same formulation. Now when it comes to applying is where I've noticed a difference, and which is where I'm a little confused, because if it's the same formulation, you think it would have the same smoothness, the same glide when you put it on, the same ease of application, but I find that the brow wiz is actually much easier and smoother and silkier to apply. I've never had a problem applying this, whereas the brow definer, it is a little dry and you have to press a little harder. Now I have 3 different shades of the brow definer. I have soft brown, I have taupe, and I have blonde. And I have 2 shades of the brow wiz, and I have soft brown and medium brown, and I've never had a problem with either of my 2 brow wizzes. But for my brow definers, I find that all 3 of them have a different consistency and different texture to them. So I'm not sure if I got a bad batch of 1 or 2. I did have my package sitting out for a while before I was able to pick it up. So I don't know if it got cold or something and it dried the product out, or I'm not quite sure. I wish I had the color taupe in the brow wiz, because that is the product or the shade that I'm having trouble with application. and it is my perfect shade, so it sucks that I can't really use it. So I'll just zoom in and I'll show you what I mean about the application. So the only two shades that I have that are the same is soft brown. So these are the only ones that I'm able to compare for you. So I will just do some swatches and show you what I mean with application. So this is the old Brow Wiz. So it glides on pretty nice. And this is the Brow Definer, the new one. So that one actually glided on quite nice too. So I will show you now what I mean with Taupe. So this is the shade Taupe for you guys. I will do a quick pass. And you can see not a lot of color payoff. I have to really push down to get some color. And I'm pushing down quite hard. So my problem with that is when I'm applying it to my brow, and I'm pushing here and I really want a thicker, not thicker, but more intense color payoff towards the tail of my brow, I have to push quite hard. So when I push hard here, my skin goes with it and makes it hard to make that nice, ooh, I just put a line on my brow. Ooh, my baby. It makes it harder to just have that nice just flow of a nice smooth line, because I don't like to go in and clean up my brows. I like them to be perfect right away. I don't like to do a ton of work if I don't need to. And I find that this is just so dry that it gets caught here and I have to then go again and again, and then I have to clean it up afterwards too. So I'm not a huge fan of the texture of these brow definers. So here's just a quick zoom in of the product. It's hard to show on camera, but you can see it is thicker on one side and thinner on the other, making it have multiple angles to do different things, different tasks for your brow. And then it's kind of a triangle shape. I can't really get my hand behind it to show you guys, but it's kind of a triangle shape at the tip, making it have all different kinds of edges and angles for application. So while I do really like the idea of the brow definer and I like the shape of it, I love the shape of it actually. I think it makes it so much easier to make precise lines and hairs and make your brows look much more natural. I don't like the formula, which doesn't make sense to me because they are the same formula. So I'm a little confused. So if I did have to make a choice today and tell you what to choose, I would go with the original Brow Wiz. It's tried, tested, it's hard to say, tried, tested, and true. It has a great color payoff, it's smooth, it applies beautifully to the brows. You can make natural hairs to mimic your actual hair growth. It is a great product where I think that the brow definer needs a little tweaking. I don't know if it's the size or the shape of the product that makes it dry out faster or something, but I just find that with each color I choose, it has a different consistency to it, whereas the Brow Wiz, they're all the same, they're all smooth, they're all fantastic. So my final 2 cents is choose the Brow Wiz over the brow definer. It is a great product, you can't really go wrong. So try out the brow definer if you want, you might end up actually loving it. So if you disagree with my opinion or if you agree, make sure to let me know in the comments. Or if there's another product you'd like me to review, make sure to put that in the comments as well. And I will see you next time. Bye guys.